Chris Lopez here, and you're about to watch episode 2 in our house hacking ride-along series. In this episode, Jeff White walks his third house hack they purchased here in Denver. He does a great job of walking the property. And of course, if you want to learn more about house hacking here in Denver, make sure you check out the Ultimate Guide to Denver House Hacking, plus all the other resources we have. Just Google Ultimate Denver House Hacking Guide, and it'll pop up. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everyone? My name is Ben Einspar.
I'm Jeff White.
And we are Envision Advisors in-house house hacking specialist. You may recognize us from the House Hacking Masterminds podcast series, but today we got a good one for you. We're on our house hack ride-along number 2, where we are touring, what are we touring?
House hack number 3.
Oh, Jeff White's third house hack. If you missed our first series where we toured my first house hack, be sure to check it out. It's a good one. So Jeff, tell me about where we're at and what we're seeing today, man.
So right now we're in West Denver / Lakewood, and we're gonna go see my house hack over in the West Denver neighborhood called Westwood, actually.
Westwood, okay, I like that.
And it's a house that is broken up, a single family broken up like an up-down duplex, and it has a 4-bed, 2-bath upstairs and 3-bed, 1-bath downstairs. It's a really big place. And I did a combination strategy that we'll talk about later. But it's definitely one of my best house hacks, and really interesting to see the numbers when we get there.
If I'm counting that right, is that a 7-bed, 3-bath?
That's right.
Jeez.
About 3,000 square feet. And basically, you know, it's really interesting area, like really a little south of some of the popular spots of Denver called like Sloan's Lake and the Highlands.
Okay.
But we're only 15 minutes from Sloan's Lake and the Highlands, so just a little south.
Okay.
And where we're at now, just doing a quick drive, is just showing you different parts, literally like 5-6 minutes from a great mixed-use shopping center called Belmar,
okay,
which has a little bit of retail, restaurants, coffee shops, a little bit of everything over there. And so that was one of the nice things about the spots, is that it was close to everything. And I really enjoyed that. When I first found it, I was like, oh, we're actually 15 minutes from downtown, 15 minutes from Sloan's Lake, 5 minutes from Belmar. And 20 minutes to Red Rocks. So you're kind of like in the west side of Denver, but still close enough to everything.
All right, we're pulling up. I'm excited to see it. Stick with us.
Thanks.
All right, we're going in.
We're going in.
Do this.
All right, Ben. Welcome to my house hack number 3.
This is the famous number 3.
Yes.
I heard you have an interesting story about the siding and the roof.
Yeah. So basically, both of them had some hail damage, because over here, this zip code 80219 has the highest hailstorms in the whole entire Denver metro.
80219?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep. And because of that, Mr. Preston Newberry was able to negotiate a $14,500 credit for me when I bought it.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I was able to fix the roof and fix some electrical issues.
That makes the closing process a little bit easier when you know you have that much more money in your pocket.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm excited to check it out. Let's go check it out.
Can't wait to show you. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers, man. All right, so tell me about the unit mix.
All right, so this upstairs we're at is 4-bed, 2-bath.
Okay.
And downstairs is 3-bed, 1-bath. We'll go to that in a little bit. But basically the way it's configured is there's the master room right there.
Okay.
And it's master bedroom, private bath. And then 3 other bedrooms, including the garage room, 20 by 20 garage room, is they share 1 bathroom.
So they all share, so there's 1 or 2 bathrooms up here?
2 bathrooms, master has a private, and then the shared one's that one right behind you.
Do you change that with your pricing at all?
Yeah, so there's different pricing, basically simple numbers, $750 for the ones that share a bathroom.
Okay.
$850 for the master that has a private bathroom.
I like the simplicity, man.
Yeah.
What was it about this one that you and Suleika just were sold on?
So basically, you just walk in and it's just a beautiful place, right? It's pretty much turnkey condition. We didn't have to do anything.
I like it, man.
Except for the roof and the credit we got. That was stuff that you can't see, but the rest that you can see, it pretty much sells itself. And that's what appealed to us. Like, what could we buy that could rent out easily? And this one, basically just from pictures, and then when you walk in, it looks just as good, if not better, than the pictures.
It looks nice, man. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
All right, so I got a question.
Shoot.
Whenever I talk to eager investors and I bring up different types of strategies, I bring up rent by the room.
Yes.
You do quite a bit of rent by the room,
I
right?
love it. You love it.
All right, so the question comes up is I don't want to deal with headaches with. How do you deal with that?
You just basically set the expectations up front. You have to go into it knowing that this isn't college anymore. This isn't 18 to 22-year-olds that are just gonna trash the place, have parties all the time.
Yeah.
It's a completely different after college. When people graduate college or people that are not in college, they treat it much differently. And the key thing is we just plan all around that. So this space you see right here, this living room, is all furnished by us. And we did it intentionally to make it look good, but purposely uncomfortable. So like a nice, think of like the doctor's office where you're sitting there. You don't want to sit there too long.
I was gonna say I feel like sitting in the hotel lobby.
Yeah, hotel lobby. But no magazines, nothing to keep you entertained. We purposely did that.
Okay, I like that.
So we set the expectations of cabinet space in the kitchen, cabinet space in the fridge, cabinet space in the bathroom. So they all know exactly, this is my stuff.
Okay.
And no one else's. And then we furnish the whole thing, the kitchen, the living space, and they even provide pots, pans, silverware, plates, everything. So they just would bring what they have in the room and they're ready to go. And understand quiet hours, like we just set all that in the front, like quiet hours, guest policy, lease length. We purposely do shorter leases because these people don't know each other. They're not best friends. This isn't like, oh, I'm living with my friend. These are all new people living together. And we know that can be sometimes difficult because personalities clashing. So we have shorter leases to help mitigate that part. So if they don't like it, they can move out.
Awesome.
And then we could find someone that's a better fit.
I'm excited to check out the kitchen, man.
All right,
let's go see it. Jeff, so one of the unique things you always tell me about Rent by the Room, and you hype on the importance, is kitchen space, refrigerator space, and food storage.
Yes.
What do you do? You've never told me that.
It's a secret. So, no, it's not a secret. Basically, it's just, think of it organizational.
Okay.
Planning. We basically set it all up where you have common stuff like pots, pans, glasses, silverware right here. All that stuff is provided by us. So we furnish it. Common stuff that's like reoccurring kitchen utensils, like this stuff, and the pots and pans are below. And then the rest of it is basically they get their assigned cabinet space. So for example, someone gets all this. This is one room. That's a room.
Okay.
That's a room. And then right there's a room.
Okay, I like that. So they have their food storage and you provide all the utensils. Does the same concept apply for refrigerator?
Yes. So fridge, they get their own shelves.
Okay.
Including the freezer. So they each there's 4 rooms up here, so it's 4 different shelves. And we even take them out if there's too many to have exactly 4. So each person, and then the little door is all shared. So each of them get their own shelf.
So the condiments? The condiment
yeah, they can share that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And 99% of the time, we haven't had any issues. The few times we've had issues is someone accidentally grabbing someone else's like pan and using it to cook and leaving it out.
Do you deal with those things a lot?
No, I would say on average, with all my rent by room tenants, if you average it out per month, it's between 1 to 3 hours a month, and usually it's like going through all the rent income and expenses.
It's not bad at all.
Pretty easy.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's just systems.
Being a short-term rental specialist and medium-term rental, I hate admitting it that rent by the room is a pretty good strategy and pretty profitable.
Yeah.
Why did you start going down this route?
Yeah, really simple. It's simple numbers. So renting this whole space out to just a family would probably be $2,400.
Okay.
Rent by room, breaking out each room, including like separate leases for each of them, I'm getting like $3,100 a month. So I'm getting $800 more a month times 12. So just from simple math, it makes sense. And if you have the systems in place, it isn't that big a deal.
So how long did it take you to develop these? Like, you've done this before, it seems like, right? How did you learn that?
So it's actually on the second house hack we learned the hard way on food storage.
I know that.
So imagine we had a couple tenants change out, right? We never realized like, oh, well, they'll just get their stuff, right? We assumed, we had made the assumptions, and assumptions are killer in real estate, that they would just take their stuff.
Yeah.
In the fridge and freezer, they did not. So this is over a couple year period. There was stuff in the fridge and freezer from tenants 2+ years ago that the tenants living there obviously didn't touch it because it wasn't their stuff.
Yeah.
So we learned basically to set that up front and avoid the whole situation of like, who is this, who is that? And also when they do move out, we just throw away everything. So we know like this shelf is really smart. Room C. Room C moved out, they have a chance to get everything. If they leave it, we just have a cleaner come in and toss everything. So we know exactly which one belongs to what person.
So if I was a 24-year-old kid, 23-year-old, coming right out of college, would you recommend them looking for a single family home with at least 4+ rooms to rent by the room, or to find something with an ADU to try short-term rental?
I would say it depends on their goals. If they're trying to maximize their like rental income, I would say it's easier for rent by room. And the reason why is up front, it's a challenge because it's like, and I would say 5+ bedrooms, 3+ bathrooms, because you make the numbers I gave you, the 750, 850, you make more per room. So the bigger this, more rooms, this place is 7-bed, 3-bath, the better. So you want the biggest house you could possibly get, take the smallest room, and then rent out the other rooms. And that strategy will be a very successful strategy for that 23-year-old just graduating college.
So then it comes to the concern I think about is sharing bathrooms.
Yes.
What's the max amount? Like, what's the max amount of people you'll have in one bathroom?
Right. So sharing a bathroom, we also learned this the hard way, is when you get to 4+ people.
I'm excited to hear this one.
It gets a little busy. We've had some almost fights break out over at 6 o'clock in the morning over shared bathroom space. They all managed to wake up at exactly 5 o'clock. Magically. They all somehow had the same.
At 5:30?
Yeah, they all somehow worked at the same place and they woke up at the same time.
Okay.
So we cap it really at 3 people per 1 bathroom max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's smart. I'm excited to see the other places, man.
All right, let's go see it.
I keep walking this house and I noticed these locks. I have them on all my Airbnbs.
Yes.
Why?
Basically for privacy and security.
Oh.
Because each of these rooms is a separate lease, separate individual. All their personal belongings are here. We want to give them complete comfort that knowing that all their stuff is safe and protected, and they determine their own key code.
They make their own key code?
Yep. And we have a master one. And we know that. So for like emergencies and all that.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the basement.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, where are we at, man?
We are here at the bottom unit of the 7-bed, 3-bath place. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath down here.
I heard that this is a little bit different strategy than what you have upstairs.
Yep, it's a Section 8 tenant. So it's a normal long-term tenant, no rent by room down here, that was basically acquired when I bought it.
How'd that go?
I had a lease with them, so I acquired the lease.
Okay.
And then did a new background credit check just to confirm everything. Everything checked out fine. And Section 8's a fantastic program, and you get great guaranteed rent between 80 to 95% of a total rent number, and then the tenant pays the difference.
Were you ever nervous taking on acquired tenants, let alone Section 8 tenants?
Yeah, because there's definitely people out there that think like they're more messy or dirty, or like they have, just it's worse. But that's not the case at all. They're just
It looks nice in here.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's perfectly clean.
Yeah.
And that's just a stereotype, unfortunately, of Section 8. And they're awesome tenants. They pay on time. They keep the place very clean. And it's carpet too, which is even harder to keep clean.
Yes.
But yeah, they're a great tenant and they love living here. And the best part too is with Section 8 is even when the tenant loses their job or something happens, like with the pandemic.
Okay.
If that happens, Section 8 comes around and pays 100%. So you have that security. If something happens to the tenant's job or fixed income, you have that backup.
What do they pay a month?
$1941.
$1941 just for the bottom. And
Three-bedroom.
what's your mortgage?
Mortgage is $2,300.
And that doesn't even include the top.
Does not include the top up there.
Seems like a killer deal. Thanks for showing it to me, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for joining us on our second episode of our House Hack Ride Along. Be on the lookout for number 3.
Don't forget to like and subscribe in the comments below.
Cheers.
Cheers.